You are watching the Manjaro Beginners Tour. Updates and more right now on Spatry's Cup of Linux. Okay, now that we have had a successful install of Manjaro, now it is time to update. But before we go into those updates, if you click the link in the description, it will take you to my website here at cupoflinux.com, where you will get a video index of all of the videos in this series, along with several articles which may be of interest to you. I will be keeping this section updated as I'm adding more videos to this listing, so it would be in your best interest to check this site out. With that out of the way, we are now in our Manjaro desktop, and you'll see there's a little icon down here that says Update Available. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you two different ways of running updates on the system. And I'm going to show you one way with the GUI, and then the other way I'm going to do using the command line. I want to show you just how easy it is to do this from the command line, and it is the recommended way using the command line. So we can just click on this, and PACMAN has opened up, and it says there is one update available, which is the Manjaro system. When we install this, by pressing apply, it's going to ask for your password. And once that one update has downloaded and installed, you're going to see there's 358 more updates, about 834.7 megs, that this is going to download. Now, in a later part of the series when we're talking about package management, if you are using packages from the Arch user repository, you can actually have this updater alert you when packages from the Arch user repository need to be updated, and this dialog will build it for you. Alright, so we can just go ahead and press apply to this. And it's giving you information about dependency cycle detected and what will be installed. Okay, that's fine. Alright, and it's giving you a listing of all of the additional things that this is going to download as well. While we are waiting on the download and the update to complete, I think I want to move this panel. I just like everything at the top of the screen. So I'm going to right click on this and go to Panel Preferences. Okay, and then see where it says Lock Panel here? I'm going to unlock that. And then I can drag this panel and put it where I want it. And in this case, I want it at the top of the screen. Then we can lock the panel again. On rare occasions, you may actually get an error and the transaction fails to commit. In this case, using the PACMAN GUI updater is not going to work. So let's go ahead and close this. Alright, and what we're going to do is, I'm going to make it a nice convenient place to have a terminal. I can go ahead and close this too. I don't really need that. I'm going to click on the panel here. You'll see there's a quick link to the terminal emulator. I'm going to drag this and I'm going to put this on the bar here. Okay, and I'm going to select to create a launcher. Now, I'm going to right click on this and go to Properties. Alright, with Terminal Emulator selected, I'm going to click the pencil icon here. Alright. I'm going to change this command here. XFCE for TAC terminal --drop dash down. I'll save that. And let's go ahead and go into panel preferences here under items. And I think I want to have that launcher here right next to the whisker menu. And we can close that. Close that too. Now we have a drop-down terminal, which is easily accessible anytime I need it. And in a later episode, what we're going to do is we're going to assign a keyboard shortcut, which will activate this as well. Okay, for running a system update, I prefer to use this method that I'm about to show you. It's a simple little command and it's very easy to remember. Sudo PACMAN -S YYU. What this is basically telling PACMAN to do is it's going to run a synchronization, and it's also going to update the mirrors and the lists, and the U updates. The SYY basically forces that update, that synchronization update. And then the U here will actually run the update for us. This message that you're seeing here only appears once. This is the preferred method for actually running updates on the system. Okay, it appears they've got somebody new who has a key. So that means we need to do something a little bit different here. These keyring errors are very rare when they do occur, but this is how you fix it. Sudo PACMAN -S to sync Manjaro keyring Arch Linux -keyring. And then sudo PACMAN tech SYYUU. That'll force an update and upgrade. Normally, you would be able to just run updates using the PAMEC graphical user interface. This is one of those rare instances that happens maybe once a year with keyrings. So using the method that I just demonstrated where we synchronize the Manjaro -keyring and the Arch Linux keyrings, then we're able to get the updates to commence. While I'm waiting, why don't we have fun with maybe doing some theming on this. I like the darker themes, much easier on the eyes, so let's darken this up a little bit. Go into appearance here, and we'll use Menda Dark. I like it already. Yep. Okay, I'm happier with that. That looks a lot better. While I'm waiting here, maybe I'll play with the terminal preferences as well. I can do a bunch of really cool things with this drop-down terminal. I can change its font, the transparency level. Do I want the menu bar? Not really. Alright. All updates have successfully completed, and at this point it would probably be a good idea to reboot the computer because you got a kernel upgrade. I guarantee that you did. Okay, so on the upper right corner of the screen you got that log out button, and you can restart here, restart from here. There's also a power button here which will allow you to restart. Or if you want to do it the Spatry way after an update, click your terminal and sudo shutdown -R to reboot now. Okay, we are logged into our system. The Manjaro welcome screen is here. Untick this show dialog on startup and close it. And then it won't pop up again. But you can get it from the menu if you decide you want it. If we click on this update icon or mouse over it, it tells us the system is up to date. Right click on it and select Package Manager. And here is the graphical PACMAN Package Manager. And there is an application. After I do my installation, I like to, at this point, go through and install some packages. I'm only going to install one. I just want BleachBit. Do a search for it, and you'll see that it is here. Okay, and we can right-click and select Install on this, and then press the check mark to apply changes. It'll download the package and install it for us. Once again, you know, this is more work. Opening the GUI and then searching for the packages, when it's just easier for me just to click the terminal button that I put up here and just type in sudo PACMAN -S to sync BleachBit. Zip, bada boom, and the package is installed. But it's your choice at the end of the day, whether or not you want to use the terminal. It's just that the terminal commands for Manjaro are very easy to learn, and in my opinion, I think they're easier to learn than trying to learn the commands on Ubuntu. Some may argue that Ubuntu's commands are easy, you know, with sudo add apt repository, the repository's name, then sudo apt-get update, and then sudo apt-get install this, and yada, yada, yada. A lot of commands to type in, where sudo PACMAN-S. And of course, there'll be a link in the description, which will take you to the wiki page on PACMAN, so that you guys can learn how to use it, because PACMAN really is a powerful tool. I love this, and in an upcoming episode, I'm also going to talk about the AUR as well. All right, so now we've got the BleachBit installed, and we can search for it. Here it is. And this handy little utility will clean your system out for you. All right, you can use a few different options with this. I am not running this as root right now, so this will only clean stuff that's in my home directory. But there are some preferences that you can set up here. I like to clean out Firefox. Okay, free disk space, localizations, memory. But I just like to have a clean system, so that is what this will do. Remove DS store files. Gosh, I hate getting those. So this would clean those out. Clean out the thumbs database, maybe temporary files. Some of these options are really slow, so yeah. maybe clean out bash history, that sort of thing, and then just clean the files with the selected operations. And done. Cleaned out 598K, but this is a fresh install. Now, you can run this as root, too. All you have to do is press Alt F2, okay, and then type in GKSU bleach bit. It'll ask for your password. Okay, and then you can run this as root. And then when you're done, let it run and do the cleaning. And now our system post-install cleanup is taken care of. 417 megs of data in our root file system has been freed up. And hey, 417 megs is 417 megs free, right? But then again, I only did give root 20 gigs of hard drive space. On my laptop computer, I've given root 80 gigs. I can tell you, though, by keeping the system cleaned, I always have about 50 gigs of free space in my root directory. So it's always wise to handle all of that. Okay, if you really want to be able to get the most out of installing packages from the terminal, you really need to have a good understanding of PACMAN. And so you can type in man PACMAN. All right, and this will give you some information to help you with some of the command line switches that you can use with this, such as, PACMAN-Q. You can query or search for packages with it. The -R lets you remove packages. -S allows you to sync packages. Okay, and there's some more goodness on this on the Arch Wiki as well. And I got to tell you, kids, nothing compares to the Arch Wiki. So click the link in the description if you want to learn more about this. Using PACMAN is your friend, and it's a great time saver, especially when you think about all the time that it takes you to, open the package manager and then, go in and search for things, which is fine if you want to use the GUI. That's perfectly fine if you want to, GUI everything. But, learning the terminal can be your ally in this case. But either way, the Manjaro team has done everything they can to make this as user-friendly as possible. And it's great that this early in the series, we did run into an issue with updating the system, and I was able to address a common issue that happens at least, I think it's at least once a year, with the Manjaro keyring. So we had to install the Manjaro keyring and the Arch Linux keyring, so that we could run an update on the system. And that is one of those few cases where you're going to need to open up a terminal to run those updates. So anytime this little icon turns green, or depending on which icon set you have installed, this icon may appear to be red. You'll need to take a look at that, and you'll need to run updates. And if you're running the stable branch, those updates come once a week. Now that we have finished with our updates, the next tour will take us into the Manjaro settings. There are a number of things here, but this stuff is really super easy to figure out. You probably don't even need me to put up a video on this stuff. But nonetheless, we're going to take a look at these, with the exception of the Manjaro settings manager that we're going to cover in a separate video. So that will be coming next. And until then, peace out.